Hello everyone, long time nothing heard from me, but I'm back doing a special video today. Today I want to show you my alliances signed set, but I got into possession of some new cards and then I realized that the binder that I was having my set in didn't have that much space, so I have to change it, and I want to use the time to actually put it into the new binder pages and the binder in the end. And that's, I think, the perfect opportunity to show you the set. I hope you like it that way as well. So I'm using here the Deck Tutor binders or binder pages. It's my favorite one since it has you can show a whole playset on one side. As you can see, I don't have the full playset, but there will be opportunities in the future to fill out the gaps here. So what I've been doing in the last couple of weeks, a lot of work. Those cards need to be paid for. Then, of course, Magic Arena. I really like it, even though it's only standard, but the free-to-play is something I enjoy. I don't like paying for my digital cards, especially since you don't own the cards. You just rent them from wizards, but it's neat, and then you have this sense of accomplishment when you get your rewards and all the special things that are happening. You have the weekend tournaments, the special ones. So here we have a really nice card back in the day, the Ivory Gargoyle, one of the unkillable creatures, and done by Quinton Hoover. Basically here, if it dies, it comes back, but you don't draw a card the next turn. I know by today's standard it's pretty bad ability, but back in the day it was awesome, especially since you couldn't kill it, except with Swords to Plowshare, but you didn't want to waste it on something like that. I think there was a combo with this creature here. Then here, special cards, the Kaldioran Escort, altered by Brian Weckwitz. Really nice alteration. Come on. There we go. And of course, we have the Alliances was one of the last sets where you had alternate arts on the same card. Here you have the second riding the giant hound. Here we go. As you can see, these are the cards that I bought in addition, and I will put them in as soon as they appear here. The Kaldioran Bodyguard. What does this one do? At the end of any combat in which Kaldioran Home Guard attacked or blocked, put a -1, -0, -1 counter on Kaldioran Home Guard, and put a deserter token into play. Treat this token as a 0/1 white creature. Deserter token. Okay. Breeding bit. Like creatures, Skulljar and Pride. First time they try to work with an equipment like enchantment. +1/+2, and you could switch it from one creature to another. Go. Page done. Then we have this alternate art. The woman and the bear. Martyrdom. Also cool ability, until end of turn you may redirect to target creature you control any amount of damage. That's nice. Indestructible creatures. Noble Steed. Enchantment, Noble Steeds. Target creature gains first strike. Alternative art. Just have one of each, okay. Oh. Wrong. Here we go. So, reinforcements. Put up to 3 creatures from your graveyard on the top of your library. It's not really good, but at least it's an instant. Diane Wick. She didn't do a lot, I think she only did in alliances. Okay. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. As you can see, they're side-loaded. These particular deck tutor pages. They're also side-loaded or I think it's front-loaded. Or basically, you put it from the top in. I like this. The side-loaded, you don't data the cards don't fall out. Come on. Here we go. Reprisal. Bury target creature with power 4 or greater for a white and 1. It's quite powerful, even by today's standard. Come on. Chinese dragon. And the card here is the alternative art. Come on. Yes. Let me just close up this here. Yes, good. Come on. Yes. Here we go. Royal Decree, cumulative upkeep, a white. Whenever a swamp, mountain, black permanent or red permanent becomes tapped, Royal Decree deals 1 damage to that permanent's controller. An enchantment for 2 and 2. Not too bad. The Royal Herbalist, remove the top card of your library from the game to gain 1 life. Yeah, well, it's a bit suicidal, but for combo decks that might actually work. Here again, with alternative art. Then the Scars of the Veteran. It's also one of the cycle where you don't have to pay anything for the card. You may remove a white card from your hand instead of paying Scars of the Veteran's casting cost. We know that. Prevent up to 7 damage to target creature. For each 1 damage that creature prevented by Scars of the Veteran, put a +0/+1 counter on that creature. Yeah, +1/+1 counter would have been better. Certainly one of the weaker ones in the cycle, but the art is brilliant. As they usually are from Dan Fraser. Here we go. Veteran. Remove the top 4 cards of your library from the game. Prevent all damage to you from one source. Okay. The library as a source of damage prevention. Come on. Here we go. Sustaining Spirit by Rebecca Gay. Beautiful art. Cumulative upkeep. 1/1. Any damage that would reduce your life total to less than 1 instead reduces it to 1. Okay. Come on. It's a nasty card if you can't handle it. And then the Sworn Defender. Change power and toughness of target creature blocking or being blocked by Sworn Defenders. -1 until end of turn. Change Sworn Defender's toughness to 1 plus the power of that creature. Okay. A bit complicated, but it's a nice art by D. Alexander Gregory. Back in the day, the 90s, early 2000s, Alliances was the ultimate edition to have. Unlikely Alliances, I really like that art. It's brilliant. Very funny. Phil Folio. The Wild Steer. Here we go. The second one. So Greg Simonson, one of the artists that also didn't do a lot of cards, so getting the signatures is quite hard. So let's open another package here. The plastic smell, perfect. Oops. Sorry about that. And let's go right in. Arcane Denial. The counter for a blue and 1. This one here. Arcane Denial. Arcane Denial. Arcane Denial. It's dangerous because if you counter it, the caster can draw up to 2 cards, and you draw a card as well, but still awesome presence. Come on. Lawrence Snelly. Did that one. Oh, Earl. Alternative art. Okay. Bentic Explorers. Untap target land an opponent controls. Add 1 mana of any type to land. Yeah, not really that good. Here we go. Another Filfolio, the Browse. This was played in Standard back in the day. It's an enchantment for 4, and for 4, look at the top 5 cards of your library and put 1 of them into your hand. Remove the remaining 4 from the game. Okay, it's great for combo decks. Just hope that your combo pieces are not in the whole 5 cards that you need. Diminishing returns. Sorcery for 4. Each player shuffles his or her hand and graveyard into his or her library. Remove the top 10 cards of your library from the game. Each player draws up to 7 cards. Tricky. False Demise. Brandy Gallegos. If enchanted creature is put into a graveyard, return the creature to play under your control as though it was just cast. Cool ability. Would have been better if it was an instant, but still. Here we go. Second picture of False Demise. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. And then of course the big daddy of the whole set, Force of Will. A lot of people have it altered, have altered versions of Force of Will. Therese Nielsen, the artist of the card, she does fantastic alters. I haven't come to it to actually have done something because I think her waiting list is larger than 1 year and I'd rather have my other cards signed, altered than having to give away my playset of Force of Wills and then wait 1.5 years for them to return. Foresight. Search your library for any free cards and remove them from the game. Shuffle your library and draw a card at the beginning of your next turn's upkeep. I don't know. Second Foresight. Come on. Here we go. Latnam's Legacy. Latnam's Legacy. Library of Latnam. Additional Library of Latnam. Phantasmal Sphere. Come on. Soul Davy Heretics. 2 damage. Target opponent draws a card. Yeah, well. Alternative Art Heretic. Soul Davy Sage. Spiny Starfish. Regenerate. At the beginning of your turn in which Starfish regenerated. Copy. And then of course Stormcrows. Gently. Something that I have to remedy in the future. Storm Elemental. Suffocation. This one is actually very good. Play only when a red sorcery or instant deals damage to you. Suffocation deals 4 damage to that spell's caster. Draw a card at the upkeep, next upkeep. It's actually quite cool. It's not a counter, but Thought Lash. This is your brain on air, Matt. Cumulative upkeep, remove the top card of your library from the game. If you do not, remove your library from the game. Bury Thought Lash. Remove the top card of your library to prevent 1 damage dealt to you. Okay. Tidal Control. Viscerid armor. Drone, sacrifice a creature and a swamp to bury a non-artifact creature. Not too bad for a blue card. Okay, let's continue with black. Come on. Get out. Get out. Okay, Balduvian Dead. Lots of things happening on the Magic card market. Prices have collapsed, people are nervous. There is some sort of correlation with the whole cryptocurrency and as well as the stock market crash. What are you guys doing? Are you dumping your cards? Are you buying into the frenzy? Are you waiting? I can tell you what I'm doing. I just continue what I do. When I see a card that I really need, I buy it. And otherwise, I hold my horses. Come on, I'll pump my brakes. Dystopia. Cumulative upkeep, 1 life. During your upkeep, if that player controls, or each player's upkeep. If the player controls any green or white permanents, he or she sacrifices a green or white permanent. That was a very cool card back in the day. Fatal Lore. Feast of Famine. One of the first cards where you could choose either you bury a non-black, non-artifact creature, or you could put a zombie into play. Fevered Strength. Come on. Yes. No? Another set of bookworms. Here we go. How you like the Ravnica Legions spoilers, which are coming out on a daily basis right now? I really hope that they find some balance, because with the Guilds of Ravnica, I'm not really that happy with how powerful the Dimir, I think, black and blue cards are. I really hate playing against black and blue. This whole discard and counter preventing me from playing Magic. I don't like that at all. Chromatic and Plague by Liz Danford. Cool art. Limdul's Highguard. Limdul's Highguard. Good. Misinformation. Cosmo Feed. Here we go. I just had a glance at the video camera. 4 minutes to go. I will just keep on doing what I do, and when it stops, I will restart the whole thing and then cut it together. And hope you don't realize that when you watch the video. Ritual of the Machine. Sacrifice a creature to gain control of target non-black, non-artifact creature. Black sorcery. That's a cool one. Here we go. So daily at tonight. Ugh. Done by the late Chris Rush. One of the cards that makes it hard to finish the side set, because not a lot of people wanted this card signed by him. The Stench of Evil. Oh, sorry, Stench of Decay. Stench of Evil is a Ice Age card. All non-artifact creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn. An instant. That's great. Then the alternative art. Stronghold Spy. Sec. Chinsky. Swamp Mosquito. Poison counter. A 0/1 creature that gets your poison counters. That's great. Here we go. And then I think in total we will need 33 pages. Done 15 now. We're going into the 16th. Go. And then going into red. Balduvian Horde. A $25 card when it was released. Today people would laugh at this card, and rightfully so. Discarding a card at random. It's insanity. Agent of Stronghold. Balduvian Warmakers. Yes, we have more of those. And then here we go. And we're back. Nothing happened. Screen went blank for a second there, but everything's good again. Bestial Fury by Mike Rabe. And alternative art. Burnout, I really like the art here. Counter target interrupt spell if it is blue, draw card. I wonder if this card got a errata that actually made it better, if it was just instant now. Nope, we have more one. Here we go. Here we go. I really like how it looks when you have the complete playset on one page. It's nice. The Chaos Harlequin. Hello, my friend. Deathspark. And here we go. Enslaved Scout Goblin. Mountain Walk until the end of turn. Yeah. No. Yes, it's the correct one. It does have alternative art. There you go. Ooh, this one's nasty. The Goblin Shaman, so-called Mox Monkey. Because due to his ability, he can destroy target non-creature artifact with casting cost equal to X. So basically, for 1 mana, you could destroy a Mox. It was played in Vintage back in the day. Type 1. Come on. There we go. Actually, very near, this one is great, the Gorilla Warcry, altered by Brian Wackwitz. I really like his full altars, full screen altars, so to speak. There we go, Guerrilla Tactics. Now what I wanted to say, I'm actually very near to finish another signed set. This time it would be Planar Chaos. Just miss 3 cards, all done by the same artist. And there is a chance. There was one guy in a Facebook group that actually wanted to hold a signing with the artist. The artist, Stephen Tappin. If that comes to pass, that would be fantastic. That would be my 19th signed set. And Planar Chaos, one of my favorite sets, because it was very wacky with all the cards that have an effect from their opponent's colors. As you can see here, Richard Kane, Ferguson's different signature styles. I really like that. Some awesome alternative 6. Primitive Justice. Destroy target artifact. Destroy target art for each 1 and 1 red you pay. And if you pay 1 green and 1, you gain destroy target artifact and you gain 1 life. Pyrokinesis, that's the red one of the cycle. We've seen the white one. Here, this one is also great. You can deal 4 damage to creatures if you remove a red card from your hand. Anyway, you choose. The black one, you could, I think, you could distribute -2, -1 counters, I think. And then you have the Rogue Sky Captain. Go. Come on. Here we go. Soldier of Fortune. Target player shuffles his or her library. Do you have to pay for it? That's not really good. Storm Shaman. This one is very special to me, for me. A friend of mine. He looks exactly like the guy depicted in the male version of the Storm Shaman, and that's why he signed here. It's really cool. We always called it, even though we never played with it, but we called it Alessio, because that's my friend's name. Shout out to Alessio. Warchild's Crusaders. Cannot be blocked except by walls. Alternative art, of course. Really cool depiction here. one. So there is Ravnica Legions coming out in January, I think. And then there will be another Ravnica expansion. I'm really glad when we're done with Ravnica. I know everybody loves Ravnica, but I'm fed up with it. It's just ridiculous. Always stuck those 10 guilds. Please get it over with. Veteran's Voice and Yuruzu, also quite hard to get this card signed. It's not very good. Here. Bounty of the Hunt. Exactly. That's the green version of the cycle. Here you can distribute 3 +1/+1 counters to any target creatures. But remove these counters at the end of turn. That's really bad. That's really, really, really bad. Okay, good. Blue is certainly the best one of the bunch. Oh god. Oh god. Deadly Insect. 6/1 Shroud. One of the first creatures with Shroud. And this actually was played in Standard at some stage. 6/1. If you didn't have a creature, that was very bad news for you. The Elvish Bard. Another Elvish Bard. Okay. And then we have the Elvish Ranger. Probably everybody knows. It's one of the most infamous arts there are. Something that would never happen under the current regime of Wizards of the Coast. Would be deemed not suitable for work. Then we have the Elvish Spirit Guide, one of the cards that is actually, or was actually played in Vintage at some stage. Mana for free. If you removed it from your hand, you get a green mana. There is the, I think, Planar Chaos. There's the red version. So, Fintorn Druid. Yes. Come on. Get it. And the alternative art. Oh. Gargantuan Gorilla 6 or 7/7 for 7 mana. Gift of the Woods. Sorry about that. Gift of the Woods stuff. Female version. Come on. Susan Van Camp. I heard she doesn't sign anymore as well because she's very sick. Very sorry to hear. Berserkers. Chieftain. Another Quinton Hoover. More chieftains. Then we have the Hailstorm. 2 damage to each attacking creature and 1 to you and each creature you control. Kaya. A legend. All green creatures you control +0/+1. And she's 2/3, which makes her 2/4. Just chosen. I just Wrath. Really like that. The cards, they don't look the same. It's really the distinct art from each artist that come to shine here. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. I think I told you that I think Exodus, yes, Exodus, it's my favorite art style there. Some comic-y but bright colors and different styles. It's beauty beyond comparison. Tornado. Susan van Camp. Flying Lion. What's the creature called? If it's a flying lion? Manticore. Is it a manticore? No, it's really a flying lion. On the growth. And on the growth. Whip line. And another whip line. Jesus. Really miss a lot of cards here to make the play set. And we're already up to the races to the last. Sorry for all the noises. Put everything away. So, Yavimaya Agents 2/7. Here we go. 2/7. +1, -2. Yavimaya Aunts. Trample, cumulative upkeep. Can attack the turn it comes into play on your side for 5. 4 mana, 5/1. That's not bad. Haste. 5/1 haste for 4 mana. Pat Morrissey. And then we are in the gold territory now. Here we go. Energy Arc. There we go. And another one. Lindell's Paladine. Lindell's Vault, that's actually a pretty good card. Can dig through your deck on the cost of 1 life, and then rearrange the top 5 cards. It's actually quite powerful. Good. The Lord of Treasurehorn. 10/4 for 4 mana. Comes into play, pay 2 life and sacrifice 2 creatures. And target opponent draws 2 cards. But it does regenerate for a black. Not really playable in today's environment with all that removal, especially the exile removal, where the term dies to removal really holds a special, holds a special meaning, misfortune. Nature's blessing. More gold cards. Come on. Here we go. Felagriff. And here we go. Search of strength. Second set where we had non-creature gold cards, and sorceries and the like. The Wandering Mage. Winter's Night. One of the most beautiful cards there are. Whenever a snow-covered land is tapped for mana, he produces an additional mana of the same type and does not untap during the next untap phase. Yeah. Not really playable. Target player looks at the top 3 cards of his puts one of them on the top of the library, remove it to remain in the chalice of Ashnod Silex. By Nicola. Steer glider, and another one. And of course, alternative art as with all common cards. Astrolabe, altered by a Weber with the time walk alteration on it. Okay. Ugh. Sorry about that. One of the disadvantages of using this one here, the deck tutor, you cannot really get the cards out. But since I'm mostly collector, and then secondly investor, I don't really care about getting them out because I will never play with them anyway, because I'm too lazy to put cards out of the binders and into the binders back. That's just not my style. I'd rather have a look at them. Gustas Scepter. Here we go. Yes. Yeah. Then the Helm of Obedience. Milling until there is a creature. And you can spend as much mana to mill as you want. That's awesome. There's a combo with Mirage, the Mirage card, where you can mill just one. I'm not sure. You could mill it infinite until the library was gone and then you won the game. Lotstone Bubble. Versus Engine. Groundbreaker. Yeah. Free. They really dropped the ball on this. Should have been 2-2. Mystic Compass. With the altar. Here we go. Phyrexian Devourer. Phyrexian Portal. Phyrexian War Beast. Different one. Scarab of the Unseen. This one was actually played in standard, a wall 06 or 0. It blocks, you put a -1, -0, -1 counter on it. Soul Grail. I hope my calculations were correct, otherwise I need to fetch more pages. David Digger. Storm Cauldron. Berlin Catapult. 25 years of Magic, it's unbelievable, and the popularity is unbroken. It's insanity. Trading Post. An untapped mountain or buried. Sacrifice a forest. Target creature gets +2, +1/+1. And then of course Kaldjaran Outpost, that was brilliant. Love to play this one in standard. White Weenie. Lake of the Dead, that was brilliant as well. Sacrifice a swamp for 4 black mana, and you could tap it beforehand at 5 black mana. Just sacrifice the swamp. That's insanity, but it's so good. Here we go. Chapter 20. Beautiful plants. Pity they don't do that anymore. And then we have Excavations, it's a blue one. Look at the top card of your library. You may put the card on the bottom of your library. Scry. And then Thawing Glacier. The last one. So, I hoped you like it. That I went a bit. I hope I didn't went too fast through the whole thing. I hope you liked it. You like it? And hope to see you in the coming year with some more videos from me. Subscribe, comment, let me know what you think, and I'm sure to read the comments and yeah, have a look at it. Thanks a lot. Until next time. Bye bye.